going to give this a shot and we'll see what happens. Let's see. I don't know if I'm actually connected or not. Sounds like I am. All right. Well, I'm going to make a ship, and if I'm not connected, I apologize, and no one will hear me. Let's see what we got. I'm going to start with random Starship today, I think. And we'll just go with a sharp thing with wings. I can hear me keyboarding. Okay, well, I'm going to give this a shot. Now, I guess I am live. I just am a little bit delayed. Cool. Well, I've muted myself, so hope I continue to be. Apologize if this first one's a little bit rough. Anyway, making a spaceship. I don't really have any strong images yet, what I'm going to do. And I should warn you in advance that I do use plugins. In this case, I'm starting with Blender Guppy's Random Starship, but I'm going to use a fair amount of that and hard ops, and I'm not even sure what all else at this point. But anyway, hopefully you'll get an idea for at least what I'm doing. And I don't exactly know, like I said, what kind of a ship I want to make. That's maybe a little too squished. But I kind of just want to try something. That's kind of cool. Could be neat. Let's see. Whole seed. Part of me kind of wants to make like a catamaran kind of thing, but I don't know. Ooh, okay. Well, it's easy enough to remake this if it doesn't work. Let's try that. So I'm going to just take that and now move it over slightly. And I should have done it in edit mode. Oh, that's how he's got it set up. Interesting. That's right, because it's already mirroring. Okay. Haven't tried to do this before. Let's apply this mirror. Now, let's add another mirror. No, I want to be this way. Oh, it's that empty. Sure. My empties. I never do this. There we go. Cool. Whee! There we go. Empty added. Now I should be able to GX. See, there we go. It does kind of combine it neatly. That's kind of a cool place to start. So the other thing I'm going to be using is Big, Medium, Small, and Tech Nouveau's Greeble kit. So, because it's kind of awesome. And yeah. Oh, I want to be in spaceship. Sorry, I want to be in kit objects. Trim sheet. Hull parts. And so now we've kind of got this centerpiece thing. And I'm going to try and give it a connector in between. Something kind of cool. And I think I probably need to make a thing bigger too. Yes, I definitely do. Let's scale up Random Starship. Ooh, yeah, I need to pull it apart more too. All right. Okay, sure. And yeah, like I said, I have literally no particular idea what I'm doing here. So this is going to be a little bit seat of the pants, and it might turn out to be shit. That's pretty possible. Hopefully not, though. Um, yeah, bring that in so it's kind of, yeah, okay. Sounds good. And now, let's see. Maybe even just another random starship on top just to kind of add to it. Might be a little busy, but let's try it. So let's just, for right now, just because I want this, no, I can change the scale. So we can scale, yeah. Mesh, random starship, scale. Let's make it 5, 5, 5. Okay, yeah, that's about right for this, what we're doing. And now we can doink with it a bit. Now, go on. I'm going to close this for right now. Probably a little too early for it. And all right. 1 second. I'm streaming, but yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. And I don't know. Let's see what we get. I'm going to avoid the presets this time and just try to make something on my own. Bumps. 15 bumps as well. Edge cuts. Okay. Now that's looking kind of cool. And let's see. Let's adjust the smoothing on the front and back. And there we go. Yep, that is the front scale now. Bring that in. And see if we can smooth it up. Let's see if I can take it all the way to 1. We're not seeing it because it's got the plates, but cool enough. All right. And now, stay up. I need to change bevel segments, edge cuts. I like 3. Sure. Plating 300. Let's increase the minimum size on it and the maximum size on it so we can have some bigger plates. And wings. We got a couple. They're not really wings. They're just like greebly bits that come off the side, but I kind of like them. And increase the depth. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that so far. Seems all right. Let's see, what else do I want to do to it? Anything? It's hard when you don't know what you're trying to make if you know if you've made it right or not, And if we do both, it gets kind of, oh, no, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, just a place to start. Let's go there. I'm gonna maybe scale it up a bit. And which means I may need to move these apart again a little bit more. Yeah. Bring this forward. Feels a little too same right now is the problem. Like these are the, let's shrink those down maybe. I'm just trying to find a good language. So we need a mix of, well, big, medium, and small. That's looking okay. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to talk a lot, even though I don't think anyone's here right now, but I'm just kind of working through what I'm doing. So I'm saying it out loud as I do it. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's pull back up our Kitbash library. Oh, let's save first. Just make a new one. 230515-1 stream ship. 230515-1 stream ship. All right, saved. Good. Just in case Blender crashes on it, which it's done more with 3.5 than it has in the past for a little while. And then, no, and I think it's going to crash. Seems to not like loading this up too fast. This is why we save. Come on, Blender. That didn't crash. Cool. Trim sheet again. And we'll go back to hull parts. Okay. So like I said, I haven't turned on materials at all yet because I'm just kind of looking at it for how it reads. And in some ways you can be informed by hull parts and they can really help you figure out what something looks like. But in other, hull textures for these greeble parts. But in other ways, sometimes it's better just to do it and get that silhouette first. For me anyway. Yeah, I kind of dig on that. And let's mirror it. Not sure about that front part though. Let's see, just to give you an idea here. It is with textures, and you can see, do I like having those intakes? Well, we can leave them there for now, but I might get rid of them. And let's see, just to make it consistent, we'll go use, I'm going to change all the textures, but we'll use Technivo's metal sheeting for here too and here too to start with. And let's just give it a quick cube projection so it's got form. And now it feels really busy, but okay, back to that. Alrighty, so we're a little too flat and it's kind of boring. All this stuff feels like mad back and forth to me. It's like, oh, do this, no, undo it, now do this, set it to the center. And we could just continue doing that like Cylon-esque sort of thing. Could be kind of cool. That's pretty cool. It's looking kind of badass. All right. I'm digging it. Yeah. So I haven't really got a sense of scale to it yet, though. Like this could be, we're going with kind of like fighter-esque sort of, languages. Maybe let's do something like, I don't know, Bo-Katan's ship from Mandalorian, which, if you've heard me talk before, is like my favorite size ship. It's like the Millennium Falcon or slightly smaller. Yeah, essentially it would be the spaceship that probably an RPG party would have. It's small enough that 3 or 4 people can crew it, but big enough that there's places to sleep and they can go for a while. So yeah, all right. If we're gonna do that, maybe let's just jump in. I don't want to give it a cockpit too early, just because it can, I don't know, affect how you're thinking about it. But let's give it a cockpit. Like, I feel like I don't want it to come too far forward. Like I like the wings sweeping more than the cockpit. If we scale it up a bit just so it fits to here, is that going to be too big? It's getting big. Maybe this is not the right cockpit for us. Let's try, we're doing this one. Let's try 3. It's more of a fighter cockpit, but it might be working. Yeah, I think that will work. It's a bit high, but scale it out a bit. Let's turn color on so we can see again. Maybe that far. That could be a good compromise in terms of things. It's a little bit wonky here on this edge still, but we're in early stages, so like we can deal with all this crap. I think I'm gonna go through and edit this thing. Do we have mirroring on it? Yeah, we do. Okay, let's just, yeah, oh, proportional. There we go. Okay, cool. That is cooler. I'm digging that. And alrighty. Let's see. Do we want to bring up that part? That could be cool. Let's see. 3. Are we mirroring in Y or Z2? Yeah, we're mirroring in Z2. All right, I don't hate it yet. It's a glowing air condition in it. I don't hate it yet. Okay, oh, that's cool. So now we've kind of integrated that cockpit a little better. And like, I mean, honestly, if you were making a background ship for an illustration, that's probably all you need. Like, okay, yeah, there's a ship, it reads, you know, you're gonna paint over it anyway or whatever. It'd be fine. I am not going to paint over it, so we're going to do a lot more work on it. But I do like the silhouette. Let's give it an engine. So again, I've now gone into seeing it with colors, but I do not care about these textures at all yet. And so I'm not going to do things like try to match colors or anything like that, because it's all going to change probably quite a bit. Let's see, I'm not sure. These turbine engines can be cool, but I don't always like them. I think it's backwards from what it wants it to be. Yes, it is. I think it wants it to be that way. Oh, it doesn't really have a... Okay, it could go either way. But if we do that... Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay. And jumping back just to see where our, you know, silhouette bumps actually are. Bottom is still crazy undetailed. We would want to fix that. And I think, well, we might. And yeah, just sort of jumping around whatever I see is something I want to work on. Yeah, and the thing with detailing these ships is it really depends what you're making a ship for, right? Like if you're just making something for an illustration and you know you're going to view it from that angle, there's literally no point in doing anything to the bottom of it at all. If you're making something for a video game and you're going to be playing around with it a lot, then that would be different. And if you're making something, which I often do for multiple illustrations, then you also probably want to tweak it a bit. Yeah, see, I'm gonna fix this so that you can see it from different angles as you need to. There we go. So, all right, cool, cool. Now I'm torn because I really like these. Let's look at it this way. These divots here, but I also think it would be cool to have more engine parts there. Like I could throw something like that. Um, and it's going to beef it up. That's a bit too big still. It's going to beef it up more, right? It's going to give it that muscle car kind of feel, but it also loses that cool divot. Um, can I do it this way? That might be cool. That is kind of cool. Okay. I try, I don't know that it matters, but I try when I'm mirroring to mirror off the base shape as much as possible, just to make sure that I don't screw up and have things start being offset. So theoretically, they're all mirrored around that center point, but let's see. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. There you go. Bit of greebly engine bits. And I feel like that does kind of help give us a sense that there is form in this ship. And again, I'm going to actually get rid of some of this glass because it's making it feel small to me. Like this now feels like a fighter because this whole thing is like a cockpit. But just to give an idea, let's see, is it linked? Ooh, it is linked. Cool. I love it when that happens. And now, classic sci-fi standard, assign. There we go. See, now it feels, I mean, it's a crap texture, but now it feels like, okay, it has a cockpit and there's like a body to the ship and stuff instead of it just being a long cockpit. I do like that better. Um, the scale is messing with me a bit. That's okay. And again, you see what I mean? Jumping in and out, tweaking things. And now if that's hardware space, it no longer needs anything. I don't have to see it anymore. I can talk, yeah. Whole parts. So we can cover it up a bit. And let's see. I'm trying to, no, that's too high up. Do I have? Is it solid on both sides? No, one side's solid, the other side's got this engine. Well, I just want to like real quick here. Two. Yeah, come here, grab an edge loop. Let's get close. There we go. Can't I grab the whole thing? Why are you not letting me grab the whole thing? No, you're not. There we go. Close it. Now I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Let's bring it in. Why? Yeah. Kind of interesting. Okay. And then duplicate it. And let's just now we get two. We can see where it's going to be exactly. Scale it. So we've hidden that what used to be a window, but since it's not a window, it doesn't matter. Ooh, yeah. I dig on that. Because now we've got these new panels to add engine bits to. So let's go to our Greeble clusters. Sure, we'll do Greeble clusters. And I want to keep it fairly flush. So maybe this one. Scale. That's which way are we facing? Let's go to local. RZ180. RZ180. Yeah, there we go. So now, like, I'm kind of trying to think of it as like the weight is primarily in the back. Oh yeah, that's cool, right? So it gets chunkier as it goes backwards. I like that, at least to start with. And again, let's go look at it. Color. Yeah, it feels cool. You're starting to feel like this, like I want this thing to feel like it goes fast. Yeah, and you could totally see like, yeah, I said Bo-Katan's ship. We've got those little TIE fighter wings at the side, just like that one did, because, maybe I'm not that original. Who knows? Um, but that's looking cool. Um, I mean, let's be honest, all of these things are, it also looks like an Eldar starfighter from the 40K from the 90s. So, um, which also look like yada, 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 on and on and on. Let's see here, maybe RZ180. Another thing that I tragically seem to lack discipline on is picking which side I'm going to mirror. So like mirroring is all over the place. Sometimes it starts on the right, sometimes it starts on the left. I don't know if it matters, but it definitely does. This doesn't matter. I mean, because this doesn't do anything, right? It's not real. It doesn't matter, but I'm trying to line it up so it would feel real. So like we want to like hide or cut parts off in ways that feel strange. Okay, and there we go. See, that's one that with that side. I don't know what the rest of this part does, but let's see. What we got? Okay, so that's what this one looks like. That's not actually great geo for what I want to do, but we'll try it. Let's see. Let's just solo that part. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. And it might work. I'm going to try using random tubes and see if we can get something cool out of it. I need probably more than 5. Let's go with 25. And where's the bevel scale? Curve depth, there we go. Make our things bigger. And I don't like that layout. Let's see, I might need to change. Okay, I like the idea, but again, let's go back. No, tab. And only pick those. Right, yeah, okay. Tubes. That's kind of cool. I mean, it looks weird, but it's just a spaceship part, right? So take that, down to center. And I don't just want to kitbash with Technivo stuff because I don't want to make a Technivo ship. I want to make a ship that's mine. And that means I need to pull from multiple places or at least alter things more than just use his stuff. Yeah, see, those fit right in. And the cool thing about random flow, yeah, is it takes the texture from what was underneath it. So like those have that, which is why they kind of already look like they fit in. But they do look like they fit in, and that's cool. Right, so we're just giving it a look. Let's go back under. Maybe. Oh, that doesn't look even, does it? Of course, it might not be even, but maybe it's close enough for folk. I get a little neurotic sometimes. I'm like, but that's not lined up right. But let's see, yeah, it's centered, and it's centered, so it's just not exactly perfectly symmetrical, the engine. That's fine. It's not a big deal, Seth. Let it go. Let's see. So this, there's our fuselage again. Oh, right. Okay. So I'm going to now apply this mirror because I don't want it mirroring on Z anymore. I want to change the top and the bottom of my ship, make them set different. But I do want to mirror. So we'll just go back to the straight mirror X here. And now, yeah, because now I want to add some bits. And yep, see that stuff great. There's not a problem. There's no point in adding bits where you don't see them, so we're not going to do that. And I don't really want to add bits. Let's undo that. I don't want to mess with those tiny, tiny things. They annoy me and they're going to make it bad. So there, there, there. There's one group, and then there. Okay, so now all of our polys, our quads are pretty big. Hopefully we won't get any weird distortions when we do random loop extrude. And 0.2. Okay, yeah, so see, I'm just adding more weird silhouette detail to the ship. And we're gonna do 3 layers of decreasing plating. That's kind of cool. Let's see if we subdiv it a little bit. What do we get? Do we want to do that? Actually, I kind of like it more without it, I think. Change the solver to radial. And longest path. None. None works. And let's just try and overall change everything. No, I like the cuts the way it were. The way they were. Let's just try a couple different things. Ooh, I kind of like that more. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sure, why not? All right. Back out. Looks a bit shit right now because it doesn't match the textures of the hull, but I feel like it does give us a little bit more spikiness, which we may or may not want. I don't really like it down the center here. I want fill in that, I think. I like it up here though. Let's just maybe add another hull part from here down that center. We've gone with very angled linear so far, so probably want to continue that. I don't know that we want to use something with sweepy curves. Alt-G to bring it back to the center. Let's just RY 180, flip it, and is it turned the wrong way? And it's, well, probably turned the wrong way. I think we want it the other direction. There we go. I mean, maybe not, but 7.9 Y Z. That's way too big, which I thought it might be, but is that way too small? Or does it soften it enough that it's kind of cool and it gives us bumps? What do we think? Let's see. We think we don't know yet, so we're going to play some more. It's starting to get bigger. See, it doesn't really feel like a fighter anymore to me, but that's cool because I didn't want it to be a fighter. Ooh, yeah, well, that kind of works for me, I think. Yeah, cool. Now, what do we want to do next? I mean, so looking at, again, just this, we need to fill these holes or think about why they're holes. So probably fill those holes. We need to give it some weapons because, I mean, otherwise it's just not cool, right? And a little bit more detail, particularly on the bottom of these wings here. Maybe let's do that first. Okay, I think we're going to do another random on this one. Select from there to there, because that feels like a good group. Ooh, maybe even, let's see, before we do random, can I do an E scale? No, I like having that like kind of thing there, whatever it is. Let's make sure we keep that. There we go. Kind of give it a bit more bulk, and then inset and up a little bit. Yes, 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 yes. Now let's random tube it. Let's go with even more tubes. Will give us more tubes. If we cut it, it might. Yep. And like that looks god awful on its own. There's no question about it. Let's increase the depth a bit bigger. And now though, on top of that, let's do a random loop extrude. Oh, I'm thinking I'm gonna actually, just so I can see, let's close that. There we go. Can always bring it back. We will bring it back. Depth 0.3. I want to cover up some of it, and let's see. Where do we want to adjust this? Subdiv 2, 3. Let's see, 30. Show a little bit more, and then yeah, see that's our part. There we go. Okay, and then this one, kind of the same sort of vibe. Maybe we subdiv it a lot. And let's try taking this down to like 25. Makes it, there we go. Yes. Okay, that might be a bit, well, we can maybe fix that. And then the third one, subdiv it down to like, again, 20. And let's give it a 4 again. And boost it up again. Okay, so now we're covering all those. That's looking cool. The only thing I don't like is this one is just too damn big, but that's easy enough. 3. Now it's not. It's already mirrored, and yeah, I mean, again, bullshit, but it's kind of got that like, I don't know, Star Destroyer Greeble bit feeling to it. It might be a little heavy, but I think we'll be okay with it. I'm just gonna AU cube projection everything again. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Again, it might be a little heavy, but I don't think I'm going to see too much of the bottom. And I kind of want, when you're looking at it from here, to see some cool stuff. So, yeah. Alrighty. So that's the bottom. Now we need some greebly bits there. Let's go back and add. Let's save. Let's let it think for a second. Get objects, trim sheets. I got just agreeables. Something kind of, I like the fact that you've got a couple of these. I mean, he clearly made it this way, that are like half pills up like this. Maybe that. Go to it. Oh God, I just can't function in local. You get so used to what direction things are that I have to think locally unless I'm just doing something particular. It just drives me insane. Okay, bring it down a bit. Is that too much? Oh, I think that's good. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay. Alrighty. Um, the colors are really starting to mess with me. Let's see. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, may or may not be a good idea, but I think I like this well enough that I'm going to merge some shit together so I can just start thinking of it as one thing instead of, and adjust it as one thing instead of having to deal with all of these different parts. So first I want to apply all the modifiers because there's a lot of mirroring and whatever that if I tried to join without doing this, you'd just get one side of a ship and it would look weird, like really weird. Okay, so that should still be mirrored. Why did, oh, because that's a Bezier curve and not a mesh. So let's just go convert to mesh. I think we have one, yeah, there's that side, and then there's one here that's gonna have the same problem. Convert to mesh. So we turned our pipes back into actual real geometry. And now, yeah, all those are gone. So now we should be able to join it all together. Yes, save. And now we're looking at just a couple of materials instead of like 8 billion copies of the same material. And I'm going to tweak something. So I created my own hull kind of based off of Technivo's with um, Fluent Materializer the other day. So, and I keep my shaders here and distressed hull. Yeah, that's a little wrong, but it's okay. You can see this is the other one. This is his alternate. So I'm gonna keep it as a separate material spot in case I want to change it later, but I'm just gonna bring it down. And now we just have this, you know, ugly gray, lots of, you know, grunge because the scale's not right for it material. You can see how it's set up. And yeah, that's a little too much grunge. Maybe let's fix that. I know this is a weird jumping around, but this really is, I don't know how I do it. I feel like if you get too procedural, sometimes you just start losing the flow. So you need to be able to like, I'm changing this now. Let's see, edges, there we go, distance, 0.01. Ah, go back. Ah, edges, distance, 0.01, 0.03. That seems good for this ship. You get a little too much right here, I think, but let's try 0.02. I can live with it. I might tweak it later, but it doesn't, I don't find it distracting anymore. So like that's looking pretty cool to me. I mean, that's definitely my vibe of ship right here. We still haven't given it weapons though. Okay. I mean, sure. I think I'm being a little cowardly while I'm doing this, and people might see it, and I'm just using stuff that I know works instead of trying my own things. But I'll try to force myself to change that later. So, where do we want to give it guns? We could definitely give it guns here. Some kind of, let's see, very X-Wing. I mean, it works. Of course it works. I mean, it's X-Wings. No, it works. Let's bring it in a bit more. Again, thinking about the silhouette and what it does to it. Let's see, the ship, I'm just going to make sure now, set origin, center of mass, volume, because I've joined everything together, so I'm not sure the center point was still accurate. And now it should be. Let's see. But it's not. You can tell. Something's off. Something is not. Yeah. Object set origin to 3D cursor. Piss off. Now it is. Now. Yeah. Now it's even. Okay. So we got that. We also got this kind of under section here, so we could definitely do some kind of like A10 Warthog gun down the center. See if we see something that we like for that. I mean, that's kind of cool. Might work. So I think we're gonna make it bigger. Maybe not that bigger, but Jesus, that's definitely A10 Warthog, isn't it? Let's see. RY 180. GZ. Gonna bring it down underneath that. GY. Bring it back a little bit. That's a BFG. Down. How do we feel about it? Up. And I think I'm just gonna make it. There we go. Now it's symmetrical. I think that's just gonna be better. Obviously the colors are wrong still because they're still using the other one. That's cool. And then maybe I mean it doesn't, I don't know if it makes sense or not, but maybe an intake. Just something to in these sections to kind of cover it up a little bit, make it yeah. Scale. One. Make it so it's not intersecting with those other parts there. I mean, it's kind of silly, but does it work? I don't think it works in this shape. I do want something there though. Maybe something round. So we tried the other one. Let's try this one. Just resetting the rotation. That could be cooler. Scale it down. One. A little bit more. I think that works. It needs to come back there, doesn't it? Does it still work? Might even work better. I think it does. Let's see if we just, let's shift duplicate it just in case. Scale. Kind of cool. Oh, ooh, that's a problem. I didn't even notice that. Okay, let's fix that first. You see what I'm saying? There's a hole there. There's a hole in this ship. Let's see. Can I close it? Not well. Problems with merging everything together. It's like, all right. Let's see if we can just get to that. Oh, oh, no. No, 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 no. All right, well, probably not that big a deal. Couple things we can do. Let's see, actually, can I do it this way? Again, I just want, no. Alt hide. I want to select that part and this part. And now, can I two, and edge, bridge edge loops. And will that do it for me? Might. I think I need to do it here too. That's it. Doesn't even have one. What? There's no down on that side. Let's redo that. There we go. What? Fine. Face. That's the new one I added. So let's do. Can we do 2? Yes. Okay. But this side doesn't do the same thing. There's no back section. It's just probably on a different section the way he modeled it, but that's good enough. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, and all right. Yeah, that's fine. So we've closed the hole. The obvious hole in the ship is closed, and we're good. Yeah, cool. Just for funsies, let's go back and just give it our distressed hull. So it's the same awful grungy look that we had for everything else. All right, so we got guns, we got engines, we got parts. Now, what's our bling to ship ratio looking like? I think we might want, did this piece not get duped? What the heck? Because there's, alrighty, we're just gonna, I don't often do this, but let's just see what happens if we, there we go. Okay, something happened. Maybe a piece didn't get copied over before. Now it's symmetrical again. Just look at, make sure I didn't lose anything important by doing that, but I don't think so. No. Okay, so we're symmetrical. And Yeah, all right. So and we have those two little divots here. We could still do something with them, give it more engine bits. I think that could be cool. So what's our best way to do that? See, panel maybe? Yeah, yeah. Um, Scale it down. Get in there close. Let's see. I'm not worried if my things aren't perfect circles, incidentally. Local. How we feeling? Kind of digging it. I don't really like those pieces though. Let's see. L, 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 X, vertices. And now I don't have to. Yep, cool. And again, distressed hull texture. No. Yes. Let's save again. It's been a while. I think we need to give it exhausty engine, parts now. I think that's will be important. We got some lights back there. This whole thing is obviously very dull from a color perspective, which may be what you want. Obviously, if it's a stealth fighter or a stealth ship, that would make sense. If it's supposed to look more flashy, then it might not make sense. What do we want to do for this back part? Kind of liking something like this here. Global. Scale it up. Alt R. Yeah. Fine. Let's see. RX 90. SY -1. There we go. And now we can see some bits. We're gonna need to cover it up more on the backside, but I don't hate making it a little longer, so that's fine. Let's see, sheaths. Do we have a round one that I would like to use? Well, let's try this one. That's a weird, it doesn't, I guess they call it a sheath, but is it got a hole in it? Let's see, I mean, I can add one. I'm not worried about it, but weird. All right, it doesn't have one. Let's take that back to here and edit it. 3. Faces. Got a bit of thickness. I don't know that he needed to do that. Don't know that it really helped anything. Where's that now? Did I lose that? Yeah, I think this piece is not right. Let's just get rid of it. Instead, let's go edit our ship. Let's see what we can get out of it. We'll just do it ourselves. Yeah. 1, 2. Those are neat pieces. 4. No. Let's see, and they're mirrored on the top and bottom at least. So bring it out. That's cool. All right, let's go this side. I like doing some modeling because you don't want to kitbash everything because you want it to be your ship, right? I mean, there's no point in making something cool if it's not yours. Oh, do I have, oh, yeah. I don't want to go too much further than the other one. That looks good. Flatten it off. Cool. I mean, it's bullshit, but yeah, it gives us some added stuff. Okay, let's save again. I really hope this is working. Alrighty. Just kind of looking to see what feels like it needs something to me. And obviously that's going to be different for everybody. So I'm going to be like, that's cool. And someone else is going to be like, ew, Seth, you just left that part and it sucks. Yeah, well, you know how it is. I have, so, no clue how people get in this ship. And, oh, let's do one thing. Let's just, because now is the time. I'm going to, well, I need to put a person for scale, essentially. That's what I'm going to say. But let's apply our modifiers. They look like they're good. Yeah. Link our ship together again. So we just got the one ship again. Now let's just go make a human. All right. Generate new human. This guy's 5'10". So I should probably just have a mannequin somewhere, but I don't. And I'm just gonna go to him. And he's all rigged too, which we don't really need. So let's get rid of the rig and his eyes, teeth, and teeth. And now I just have a body. Like I said, I probably should just automate that at some point, but I have not yet. Now let's see how he fits in relation to the scale of this ship. He feels like he might be a bit, like the ship might be a bit too big. Yeah, that ship is definitely too big. So let's bring it down. Ship is still too big. Let's to scale to our 3D cursor, and now I won't. Now it'll keep me closer to that. And I want it to be like that, which is what? 25 meters long? Okay. I mean, that's pretty long actually, right? Um, let's make it a little smaller. Let's make it, say, if it's 20 meters long. I know, there we go. Does that feel too small? I mean, there's not a lot of crew space in there. If the 20 meters long, see if this is cockpit, and you could easy fit 5 people there, but sleeping 5 people with a galley, yeah, maybe we want to make it a bit bigger than that. Let's make it 35. Now it makes no difference if it's 35.2 or 35. There we go. And Control A, rotation scale. Now let's see what that's done to our textures. Oh, nothing particularly bad. Okay, so now that feels like that's the actual size of our ship, which is Not small, but not huge. It'd be a real cramped place to spend with 5 people for more than a couple of days, but you know, it's a camper, right? Right. Okay. Do we want to add some color to it, or do we want to leave it dark? That's annoying me. I hate when it does that. Let's see what's up. It's doing this off of, yes, it's doing this off of how near to the other edge something is. So I'm guessing that if we look at this, there's a part that goes all the way. Underneath it. And that's a pain in the ass to see. Can I just, there's multiple ways to fix these sorts of things. Shift G, coplanar. Shift G, coplanar. It's got to be more than that, right? 0.3, too much. 2, too much. 5. You're gonna be a pain in my ass. 0.1, 0.01. You're just gonna be a pain in my ass. All right, fine. Does it curve? Why is it like that? I don't know. Okay. This is obviously the downside to using kit bashing is sometimes you make decisions that other people would not make. And you kind of find yourself going, why did you do that? And how do I undo it so I can make it what I want? Not that it's wrong, just that it's not your logic. Okay, I think I got the whole thing. Now let's go back to color. I want to try, there we go. That's cheap and cheesy as hell, and I don't care. Or did I go too far and lose that other part? No, there's no part there. Did I get both sides? Are we? Oh no, I symmetrified it. But since it's already symmetrified, just do it again. There we go. I got rid of that X, which was just annoying me. Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of liking it. I kind of want, let's see, I kind of want something back there. I want some kind of an exhaust thing or something there too. Let's see, is there anything? Exhaust or even engines? We could add, let's see, what's that look like? I mean, that's huge, but scale it down. That could be cool. And I do like that it gives us a little bit more on that bottom part here, although I want it to tie into that. So let's see, I'm going to scale it to its medium point now. And that ties to that. reasonably well. Too high. Ooh, actually, I kind of dig that. All right. Just sort of loose engine bits. I could, again, give it some kind of a sheath. How would we feel about that? I don't know how we'd feel about that. I'm gonna shrink it in, select outer, E. Let's see. Origins. Scale it in slightly. Bring it up so it misses that, but you won't even notice. Yes, I think. Like, yeah, maybe. A, U, cube projection again. Yeah, that's cool. Gives us a bit of something, something. And here, subdivide. Did I turn off the hops? No, I didn't. Okay, so it's still mirroring. Okay, one. Actually, let's do this one too. R. There we go. 1, 2. Circle. 3. E. N. And material. Let's give it engine exhaust. And now, yes, yes. Does it make whooshing noises? It feels like it makes whooshing noises to me. Now, I'm really liking some of the happy accidents we get here. I like the way the panels are interacting with each other. We could, if we wanted to, give it just a couple of lights, which might make it show up better. Could be cool. Let's see. I think I over selected. Oh. Cool. I don't want to select outer. Go off. E. And is it joining on both sides? Yes, it is. Okay, and let's give it a new texture, assign. Exit out. And now, like I said, I have a lot of add-ons and I just kind of use them as they make sense. So KitOps has some of my lights in it, and I still haven't bothered to move them over to the asset library. Let's go with like a yellow. Well, no, we're already using a yellow for that. So let's go with a warm. No, let's see. Is that too big? That might be too big still. I think it is. But I kind of like that it's inset like that. So let's set it back to distressed for right now. And then inset it again, because I like that inset. No. Inset, scale, keep the edges from getting all effed up. And then to bring it out a little bit, select the whole thing and assign. Maybe a little, it's got a landing light. Let's change the color. I don't like it white. Let's blue. There you go. Sci-fi lights just look cooler blue, right? So we got some lights there, and we probably rule of 3 basically. If you're gonna do it one place, probably do it 3 places. That's a general good idea. So where else do we want to give it light? Edit mode, so we can see the faces better. Let's do it. Just give it some front. It's on the other side as we're mirrored, right? Yeah. Not that much, not that much, not that much. Good. And assign. Now, because, let's see, that's 2 places, and then 1 more. Maybe here? No, can't really eye it. Eye scale? No, it's getting weird. Okay, oh, because it's probably a weird form. Yeah. Okay, not that one. This one will work. Yeah, that'll be good. How far in can I go? Oh, pretty far. Cool. Assign. Make sure we can still see it. There we go. Some lights. And we could definitely give it more, right? I mean, there's lots of, you could bling it as much as you wanted to, and there's different colors and all that kind of crap. But I kind of like it dark. And the grounds that let's make it a bit more dangerous looking. Let's do one more thing here. It's silly, but it'll work. Come on. Too much. 015. Yeah, okay. And then Alt E, extrude along normals. In, I'm gonna add one more, assign, and red. Because you need some red lights on a aggro ship, right? And yeah, it's a dumb place to put them, I know. It's fine. Maybe here too. And here. Let's try it. Yeah. I take it too far. Let's just undo, be easier. Go back to the inset. Oh, we just went too far. There we go. That should be okay now. Yep. Yeah. Let's close down that area. I don't want to use that anymore. Okay. Looks cool to me. I mean, I could do a lot more with the materials too, I suppose. But I feel like we've been going for, over an hour right now, and I don't even know if anyone's listening or will listen. So maybe we'll call it. But let's just see, just for whatever. Let's get rid of our dude now that we don't need him anymore. And set up a camera. And we'll make it a Arial XS65 with a Cook 50 anamorphic. And we'll set the resolution to 236. And then nice HDRI. Actually, I'm just going to import one. Well, yeah, we'll use one of these. Yeah, we'll import one. I have over the years pulled down a fair number of HDRIs, basically all for free. So HDRI Haven has a ton, and then there are other ones other places too, but let's just use this one. Cool. And for whatever reason, this plugin brings them in at double their power, which seems stupid to me, but I don't know. And we'll add a sunlight. And rotate it around. And maybe make it a bit brighter. And then we can take our ship. I'm gonna, let's just, again, apply modifiers and join them together and save it. And get a bit of a rotation. I mean, I could rotate the camera too. I don't have to be stuck where I was, but. Yeah, cool. And I'm a cycles render user, but something this thing's on my computer is probably going to take under 30 seconds even to render it full size. So let's just render it full size. This is half size right now. Oh, sorry, one other thing first. We want to, I've been really getting into this now that you can do your compositing in the window. You're like, ew, gross. So my compositing is, I kind of have a preset that I just use that I got from Chip, who does Kitbash, or sorry, KitOps. But I've tweaked it to be what I want mine to be. And I should save this because this is sort of my new, I do this all the time, and I've yet to change my default. So I should change my base scene so it has all my settings right. And then I want to go to world. No, world. Mist pass. Change up to 100. And let's see, how's that look now? That's more in line with what I want. So let's save and render it. Kind of dark. Let's see. I mean, it's going fast, but let's see. That's still a little too dark. Let's cheat it a little bit. We got a couple options we could do. So we could turn back up the HDRI, which is going to give us more light, but it kind of blows out the background in ways I don't like. Or I'm just going to create a second sun. I'm going to rotate it slightly this way and slightly this way so I get more, and I'm going to change its color to be a bit blue and maybe even a bit more. Now let's see, without the original, without the new, I think it needs to be a bit brighter. Yeah, go away. 2. That might be a little too saturated now. And 1. I tend to overdo these things and then I have to do it again. Rendering. Oh yeah, it's better. Now you can see some of that. So I'm just faking a sky radiance by giving it a second light. That doesn't change the background of this anymore. Yep, looks good. And I'm going to just save as 16-bit ping 230515-1. Turn off cap blocks. Stream ship 1. And there we go. And then often if it's me, the other thing I'll do is then just duplicate my camera, go back to the photographer plugin, select the second camera, and render a back view as well. Find one we like, which maybe we won't be able to. No, I think we can. But maybe we do. More of a side view. I'm using basically the game controls to pilot my camera around just until I find something, which I do a lot of, and is why I don't do a lot of thumbnails anymore, is because you can just move your camera until you find what you want. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't set up depth of field either. I think it's okay in the last one. We're not messing. But it's defaulting to that. There we go. And okay, 12. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense by itself, but you put these two together and you start to have a better idea of what this ship might look like. Yeah. Image, save as, plus 16, save. Great. Well, I hope you enjoy this. If you watched with me, awesome. If you're watching it later, I hope you liked it. I'm going to try and do some more of these since I kind of make this stuff anyway all the time. I don't know how serious I'll be yet. It kind of depends on you guys and if you enjoy it or not. Anyway, take care. Have a great day and